Hi everybody. This is going to be a quick tutorial on how to change the rear brake pads on a 300 Ninja. I have mine already cracked open, the bolts. Just going to tell you that what you're going to need to do is the bolts that you need to remove initially to take the caliper off. This caliper, the rear caliper, is going to be a size 6 down here. I don't know if you can see, there's a bolt down here and another size 6 over here. I just happen to have an extra set of Allen wrenches, both in size 6s, so I cracked them open already. And then to remove the brake pads, it's going to be these two right here, and they are size 5. And I've already have it all loosened, so I'm just going to take it apart. Okay. And well, you see that the inboard brake pad already came undone. Okay, sorry about that. Had to get my daughter to hold the camera. Here she is, Alea. Hi. Okay, so going back over here. So the brake pad, the other one, you just pull it off, and it's kind of held in by the pins, the guiding pins, the screws that are holding the brake pads in. So take this guy out. That's one, put that aside. There's the second one. Okay, pop out this, and got my new brake pads here. Just make sure it is the right size as the previous, and that would replace that one, and then this one would replace, yep, that's pretty darn close. So now I'm going to have to push the 2 pistons in, and hopefully I can do that with my fingers. Okay, you're gonna need to do this so the new brake pads will actually fit, because over time, as the brake pads get worn down, the pistons come out, and you need to do this in order to secure it back into place. So now that I've had the pistons pushed in, brute force, I'm going to now add the first brake pad in, and how to do that is just merely slide it in place, and this is about the time you're going to need to put in the bolts again. So the bolts that hold this together, slide it in here, and as you can see, the bolts right there hold it in place. Add this one also, the second one. Okay, just like that. I won't completely tighten it right now, but then the second set, the one with the little hook here, would rest on this little protrusion right there, and once you hook it in there, put it in place, it also has holes in there, and you're gonna have to kind of guide the pin all the way through. And at this point, it'd be safe to just tighten these down. Okay, pause. Okay, so I went ahead and I screwed these little guys back in. Just snug for right now. I'll tighten it once it's attached. So afterwards, you can flip it upside down. It's not going to rattle. It's going to be perfect. I'd slide it onto the rotor first, and then come over here, honey. Hopefully you see this with the light. It's a matter of just sliding it in place and then tightening the bolts down. Okay, so now that I've gotten the 2 bolts down here, the size 6s, remember, I'll go ahead and tighten that as hard as I can. And these 2 right here would be the 5. And sometimes you're in a position where you can't really get too much leverage to do it this way or to tighten it this way. I'm gonna cheat, and a lot of you might actually just say that this is the wrong way of doing it, but it works for me. So what I usually do is I get a wrench this way, use it as a lever bar, and just tighten it this way, and do the same with this. Also, this method is what I use to actually take it off, because it was pretty hard doing it by hand. And just, that's tight. And the last two down here. You don't want this falling apart on you. This is your brakes, and it's very important that you can stop, otherwise you're gonna have a pretty bad collision. Everybody's into speed, but braking is just as important. And that's gonna be it. You'd do a test drive. Actually, come up here, honey. Press on the brakes a couple of times down here. You can see that now we got a brand new set of brake pads, and happy driving. Stay safe.